chapter, that is body fluids and circulation. It is a part of animal physiology. Body fluids. As we know that two type of fluids flows in our body, that is blood and lymph. So we will be studying about these two body fluids and how they are flowing that in detail. So we know that all the living organisms, they are in the need of all the nutrients, and these nutrients, they are taken by the ingestion and the digestion of the food. Now when the food is digested, it combines with oxygen and then it releases energy, about which we have studied in our previous chapter. Now, when the body has produced the energy, it produces some of the waste substances. They also have to be removed from the body so that our body can function normally. So, what is necessary that for the supplier of energy means for the supplier of the energy to each and every cell, and for the removal of the waste there is the necessity of an efficient mechanism जो कि क्या कर सके, यूजफुल चीज़ें प्रोवाइड कर सके और वेस्ट है उसे रिमूव कर सके. Means there is a need of transportation system, and different organisms, they have different kinds of transportation system. For example, if we talk about the simpler organisms like sponges and coelenterates, so how they take the useful substances and how the waste is removed, that occurs through the simple water. Means water, they are living in water, so what will happen, this water will circulate in their bodies, in the body cavities, and now it will enter to the cells and it will help in the exchange of these substances. Means useful substances will be given by the water and the waste will be removed through the water. Now if we talk about the complex organisms, then there are special fluids which flow in the body, and these are blood and lymph. Blood, it is the most commonly used fluid which is used by the body in higher organisms. And if we talk about the lymph, it is also a body fluid which transports some other substances. So we will be studying about these two in this chapter in detail. First, blood. Blood is a connective tissue. Why it is called connective? It is connecting various parts of the body. And why it is called tissue? Because it is composed of many types of cells, and when the cells, they perform a particular function, then it is called tissue. As this blood, it has red blood cells, then WBCs, and then platelets are there, and that's why it is called as connective tissue. Now the components of the blood are matrix, fluid matrix, because इसका जो matrix है वो flow कर सकता है, जो substance है इसका. Then it has plasma and formed elements. Formed elements means the cells which are present in the fluid. So first, plasma, it is the liquid and it is colored, means it is colorless है, viscous fluid है, and it constitutes near about 55% of the blood. And if we talk composition of the plasma, then 90 to 92% part of the plasma is water, and proteins, they have or they contribute to near about 6 to 8%. यानी कि टोटल जो ब्लड है उसका जो 55% पार्ट प्लाज्मा है, और प्लाज्मा की कंपोजिशन में 92% पार्ट क्या है, वाटर, एंड 6 to 8% आर प्रोटीन्स. नाउ दीज प्रोटीन्स, दे आर ऑफ थ्री टाइप्स: fibrinogen, globulins and albumins. These are the three major proteins which are present in the plasma. Now their function, this fibrinogen, it is necessary for the clotting of the blood. Now what is clot? Whenever there is an injury, we see that after some time that blood stops flowing. यानी कि जो चोट लगने से जो ब्लड आ रहा था, कुछ टाइम बाद वो फ्लो करना बंद हो जाता है, एंड अ ब्राउन कलर डिपोजिशन इज सीन, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज क्लॉट. So fibrinogen named protein, it helps in the clotting of the blood. Then the next protein is globulin. Its function is it helps in the defense mechanism of the body, means it helps in the protecting the body from the various substances. And the third is albumin. Albumin protein's function is to maintain the osmotic balance. जो भी बॉडी के अंदर इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स प्रेजेंट हैं, मिनरल्स प्रेजेंट हैं, उनके बैलेंस को बना करके रखता है कौन, एल्ब्यूमिन. Now this plasma, it has some nutrients in the form of minerals. Minerals are also there like sodium ion, calcium ion, magnesium ion. Then chlorine ion and HCO3 ions. Beyond this, it has glucose, amino acids, and lipids, etc. So we can say that the plasma, it has proteins, it has minerals, and it has glucose, amino acids, and lipids. Now whatever the factors are required for clotting of blood, they are also present in the प्लाज्मा इन इनएक्टिव फॉर्म, यानी फिब्रिनोजिन जो है वो क्लोटिंग कर रहा है और बाकी जो सब्सटेंसेस रिक्वायर्ड हैं क्लॉटिंग के लिए वो प्लाज्मा में प्रेजेंट रहेंगे इनएक्टिव फॉर्म में. बट वेन एवर देयर इज एन इंजरी, जो इनएक्टिव फॉर्म ऑफ द सब्सटेंसेस हैं वो किस में चेंज हो जाते हैं, एक्टिव में, और फिर ब्लड की क्लॉटिंग शुरू हो जाती है. सो प्लाज्मा विदाउट द क्लॉटिंग फैक्टर्स इज कॉल्ड सीरम. जब तक एक्टिवेटेड नहीं हुए वो सब सब्सटेंसेस जो क्लॉट फॉर्मेशन में हेल्प कर रहे हैं, तब तक जो प्लाज्मा है इट इज कॉल्ड एज सीरम. Now, as we know, the composition of blood, it has matrix, then plasma, and the third is formed elements. So, formed elements are erythrocytes, leukocytes, and platelets, and together they are called as formed elements, and they form near about 45% of the blood. यानी 55% of the blood जो है that is plasma, and 45% of the blood is these formed elements. Out of these formed elements, first one is erythrocytes, and it may be called as red blood cells or RBCs, and they are present in large amount in the blood. And what is their function? In actual, they have hemoglobin pigment present in them, and that hemoglobin pigment, it helps in the transportation of oxygen. So they are present in large amount, and in a healthy adult man, we can say near about 5 millions to 5.5 millions of RBCs are there. And these RBCs where there are formed, क्योंकि ये फॉर्म्ड एलिमेंट्स हैं, ब्लड में प्रेजेंट हैं, कहाँ फॉर्म होंगी? दे आर फॉर्म्ड इन रेड बोन मैरो इन द एडल्ट्स. बोन मैरो क्या है? इट इज़ द फ्लूइड विच इज़ प्रेजेंट इन द लॉन्ग बोन्स, फॉर एग्जाम्पल थाई बोन, जहाँ पर स्पेस काफ़ी प्रेजेंट होता है लॉन्ग बोन्स में, वहाँ पर बोन मैरो जो है वो क्या कर रहा है? आरबीसीज को फॉर्म कर रहा है. एंड शेप ऑफ द आरबीसीज, दे डू नॉट हैव एनी न्यूक्लियस एंड दे आर बाई कनकेव इन शेप. रेड कलर दे हैव बिकॉज ऑफ हीमोग्लोबिन. दिस हीमोग्लोबिन it is able to contain or carry iron. So iron containing pigment के कारण, प्रोटीन के कारण जो हीमोग्लोबिन है it is red in color. And if we talk about the amount of hemoglobin in 100 ml of blood, that is 12 to 16 gram of hemoglobin is present in every 100 ml of blood. So that's why doctor advises us whenever we are feeling some tiredness or laziness, then doctor asks us to get our HB measured. और जब हम HB टेस्ट करवाने जाते हैं, then the report, it comes in the grams, that is in a normal healthy person it is 12 to 16 grams. Now what is the function of these hemoglobin pigments? They help in transportation of respiratory gases, means mainly it carries oxygen and carbon dioxide. Oxygen is this required for respiration, it will produce energy, and along with that CO2 will be produced. So these are the respiratory gases, and these are carried by this hemoglobin. And if we talk about the lifespan, it is near about 120 days. RBCs की जो लाइफ है सिर्फ 120 डेज तक होती है. आफ्टर दैट द RBCs दे आर डिस्ट्रॉयड देमसेल्स, खुद ही वो जो है मर जाती हैं रेड ब्लड सेल्स, एंड दे आर डिस्ट्रॉयड इन द स्प्लीन. स्प्लीन जो है इट इज़ अ बॉडी ऑर्गन, एंड दैट्स वाई, क्योंकि ये कहाँ पर डिस्ट्रॉय हो रही हैं? इन द स्प्लीन, एंड दैट्स वाई स्प्लीन इज ऑल्सो नोन एज ग्रेव यार्ड ऑफ RBCs. ग्रेव यार्ड मीन्स जहाँ पर दफनाया जाता है. सो बिकॉज दीज RBCs are being destroyed in the spleen, that's why spleen is called as graveyard of RBCs. Then next formed element is leukocyte. It is called as WBCs. They do not have any color because they do not have hemoglobin. In it they have nucleus. RBCs, they were devoid of nucleus. RBCs के पास अपना कोई nucleus नहीं था. Whereas these WBCs, they have their nucleus, but their number is less than RBCs. That is near about 6,000 to 8,000 millimeter per cubic millimeter. Then next, leukocytes, they live for short lived, and we have two categories of WBCs, granulocytes and agranulocytes. Then these granulocytes, they are further divided into three types: neutrophils, eosinophils, and basophils. Whereas these agranulocytes, they consist of lymphocyte and monocyte. यानी टुगेदर हम क्या कह सकते हैं, ये जो ल्यूकोसाइट्स हैं, दे आर ऑफ 5 टाइप्स: न्यूट्रो, इजिनो एंड बेसोफिल, lymphocyte and monocytes. These neutro, eosino and basophils, they are granulocytes, where the rest two are agranulocytes. न्यूट्रोफिल्स का जो फंक्शन है, दे आर प्रेजेंट इन लार्ज अमाउंट इन द सेल्स. टोटल WBCs की हम बात करें तो सबसे ज़्यादा न्यूट्रोफिल्स आर प्रेजेंट एंड लिस्ट आर बेसोफिल्स. नाउ न्यूट्रोफिल्स एंड मोनोसाइट्स, देयर फंक्शन इज phagocytic in nature. So what is phagocytosis? Whenever there is any loss, what they will do, phago means engulf or destroy. ये क्या कर देती हैं, whenever foreign bodies enter into the body, these WBCs and especially the neutrophils and monocytes, they become active and they become phagocytic in nature. यानी वो उस foreign cell को destroy कर देंगी, engulf कर देंगी. Then next, this WBC's type is basophils. These basophils, they secrete some chemicals like histamine, serotonin and heparin, etc. And all these chemicals, they are involved in inflammatory reactions. Yani whenever there is any harmful body entering into the होस्ट बॉडी, किसी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म में जब कोई माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स एंटर करते हैं तो हमारी बॉडी रिस्पॉन्स शो करती है उसके प्रति, और उस रिस्पॉन्स में बॉडी कुछ पर्टिकुलर कैरेक्टर्स शो करती है एंड दीज आर कॉल्ड एज इन्फ्लेमेशंस. एंड दीज इन्फ्लेमेशंस आर बिकॉज ऑफ कि जो हमारे WBCs की सेल्स हैं वो एक्टिवेटेड हो जाती हैं, और जब एक्टिवेटेड होती हैं सो न्यूट्रोफिल्स एंड मोनोसाइट्स दे विल try to kill the foreign particles, whereas basophils they will secrete some chemicals, ताकि उन external appearance से हमें पता चल जाए कि some of the foreign particles are entering into the body. Then next type of this WBCs are eosinophils, and what is their function? They resist infections. So as we are able to see in the diagram, these are the different components or the formed elements of the blood. About RBCs we have studied. Then next we are studying about the WBCs, and these WBCs they are of further types: eosinophil, basophil and neutrophil. And then next is monocyte and lymphocyte. Lymphocytes are of two types: B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. So these are the different types of formed elements present in the blood. Now function of eosinophil is whenever there any foreign particles are entering in the body and they are trying to cause the infections, तो वो क्या करेंगे, उन इन्फेक्शंस के प्रति क्या करेंगे, रिस्पॉन्स शो करते हैं एंड दे आर एसोसिएटेड विद एलर्जिक रिएक्शंस. और जो बॉडी जो है फिर उस रिस्पॉन्स में क्या शो करती है, कुछ एलर्जी शो करती है. देखिए, यू माइट हैव सीन and you might have heard that somebody is saying I have allergy from that. In actual what is there, एलर्जी जो है इट इज़ कॉज्ड बिकॉज ऑफ सम एलर्जेंट्स. एलर्जेंट्स क्या हो सकते हैं, कोई माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स भी हो सकते हैं. सो व्हेन दे एंटर इनटू द बॉडी, हमारी बॉडी का जो WBC जो सिस्टम है क्या करेगा, उनको डिस्ट्रॉय करेगा, उनके प्रति रिस्पॉन्स शो करके उनको किल करने की कोशिश करेगा एंड देन सम इन्फ्लेमेशंस will be produced and some allergic reactions will be shown by the body. Then next, lymphocytes, they are of two major types, B and T, and both these lymphocytes they are responsible for the immunity response of the body. What is immunity? Our body has a natural tendency to fight against the diseases, and that is called the immunity. You might have seen that two students are sitting in the same class, but one student is very prone to the diseases and one student is not affected by द माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स. तो क्या हो रहा है, क्लास में दो बच्चे हैं, एक को कोल्ड हुआ है, उससे एक बच्चा जो लास्ट में बैठा है ही और शी मे गेट सफर्ड फ्रॉम दैट डिजीज, बट द पर्सन और द बॉय हु इज सिटिंग विद द पर्सन हु इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम द डिजीज विल नॉट गेट एनी डिजीज. वाई? क्योंकि उसका जो इम्यूनिटी सिस्टम है दैट इज़ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग. सो व्हाट इज इम्यूनिटी? एबिलिटी टू फाइट अगेंस्ट द डिजीजेज. सो जो इम्यूनिटी है उसे कौन स्ट्रॉन्ग बना रहा है? B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. देन नेक्स्ट फॉर्म्ड एलिमेंट ऑफ द ब्लड इज प्लेटलेट्स. प्लेटलेट्स जो हैं दे आर ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज थ्रोम्बोसाइट्स. These are the fragments, cell fragments, and they are produced from the megakaryocytes. Mega means large, karyo means nucleus, cytes means cells, means जो साइज में बिग हैं सेल्स, उन सेल्स के जो फ्रेगमेंट्स हैं उनसे क्या बन रहे हैं, प्लेटलेट्स. एंड वेयर दे आर फॉर्म्ड इन द बोन मैरो, क्योंकि जो ब्लड सेल्स हैं कहाँ बन रही हैं, बोन मैरो में. नॉर्मली जो ब्लड है इट कंटेन्स नियर अबाउट वी कैन से near about 15 lakh to 35 lakh platelets per cubic millimeter are present.